What's good, Gotcha Gang? Kawaii50 back with another FGO video. Today, talking about one of the sweetest, most loving characters in all of Fate Grand Order. That's right, we are talking about PassionLip. Yes, MASH is sweet, but so is PassionLip, and y'all just gotta accept that. Now, she is not presented to us as Fate Extra CCC PassionLip, which I will show to you briefly. Shout out to Birdie Roxas for that video. That that, I just had to show to you so you sort of understand how PassionLip has changed from how she's been presented in CCC, and help you understand that if we get a Fate Extra CCC remake, it's probably gonna change. Temper your expectations, people. But you came to hear about the Servant, so let's dive in and take a look at PassionLip. Remember, like and subscribe if this video helps you out. PassionLip's deck is absolutely loaded with Buster cards. She's got a Quick Arts Buster deck with a 12-hit Buster Noble Phantasm. All these Busters hit for one hit too, so you better be sure that PassionLip is who you want to bring if you are focused on that damage aspect in any way. Taking a look at PassionLip's stats, she's got 10,901 max HP, which seems a wee bit on the lower end considering the kind of servant she is. She is designed mainly around tanking, but you've got to consider that with her alter ego style class, if you take her to fight basically anything that isn't a knight or a berserker, that thing's going to be dealing neutral damage to her. Her 10,299 attack is a lot more on the higher end in comparison, but again, you got to keep the alter ego class in mind with that as well. There's a bunch of trade-offs to being an alter ego, but I generally do believe it is a good class. Her NP per hit is 0.77%, and her NP when attacked is importantly a 4%. So if PassionLip gets attacked like you want her to get attacked, she is going to build up that Noble Phantasm. Star Absorption is overall average. We'll be skipping PassionLip's passives just because none of them has a substantial impact on her kit, at least not the way I'd like them to. And we're going to move on to her active skills, starting with Breast Valley Rank A. This gives her 3 instances of damage cut over the course of 5 turns, and 3 instances of debuff immunity over the course of 5 turns. Overall, I recommend leveling this skill last, mainly because a 500 damage cut ends up being pretty significant as far as the stat goes already. And the main reason you're going to be using this skill is for the debuff immunity. You're always going to want to use this skill before you use her third skill because it completely offsets the demerit. Always keep that in mind before you use her third skill. It's very, very important when it comes to using PassionLip effectively. PassionLip's upgraded second skill is Masochistic Nature, rank A+. This gives her 1 turn of target focus and increases her defense by 10 to 30%. It also has a bonus. If her HP is less than 50%, she gets an attack boost based on her own remaining HP, and this ends up being up to a maximum of plus 50% if she has 1 HP, if you're using the result of, say, a Guts Craft Essence. Now, this skill you want to level up second, mainly to increase that defense bonus. The attack bonus, honestly, can be really nice when it does pop, but in my experience, if PassionLip is below 50% HP, odds are this skill has already been used, or she's below 50% HP because she is dead. I have very rarely had this additional effect pop. So in my opinion, this wasn't a very good interlude bonus for PassionLip. Really wish it had been better. Maybe something related to class advantage or something like that. But what can you do? What can you do? PassionLip's final skill is Trash and Crush rank EX. This gives her 3 turns of a 10 to 30% attack boost and 1 turn of a 10 to 30% defense boost. She gets 3 turns of Ignore Invincibility, has a 10% chance to inflict instant death when attacking, and all this comes at the cost of a stun to herself for 1 turn. And this can be completely negated again if you use her first skill before you use this skill. Trash and Crush is by far PassionLip's most powerful skill, and you are going to want to max this first before anything else. This also illustrates that PassionLip is a character that is very, very heavy on skill investment to be effective. You're not going to be seeing a very effective PassionLip at low skill levels. It's just kind of the way things are with her kit. But if you max out all of her skills, you are looking at a 60% defense boost if you pop both Trash and Crush and Masochistic Nature. And this can allow PassionLip to weather a bunch of hits. Odds are you won't be hitting that HP less than 50% bonus, but PassionLip is still going to be a serviceable tank for that time. PassionLip's upgraded Noble Phantasm is Brynhild Romantia. This deals 400 to 600% damage to all enemies, and restore HP for your allies based on overcharge, 3,000 to 7,000 depending on the level of overcharge. Overall increases after you do this rank up, you are looking at a 100% damage increase per level, and a 1,000 to 3,000 HP increase per level. The HP increase is the really big hitting part of this. That heal can just get absolutely nuts if you use her Noble Phantasm third in a chain. See, that's the unfortunate thing. This is an AoE Noble Phantasm. It is not inherently going to deal a lot of damage, and you're mainly going to want to use it for the heal. But odds are, if you need to use PassionLip's heal, you are in a very, very shaky spot, and you might have been better serviced bringing another servant more focused on healing, like a Medea Lily or an Asclepius, to your fight. It's just a very, very unfortunate overcharge effect. Both of PassionLip's rank ups, in my personal opinion, have overall been fairly disappointing. As far as craft essences go, I have picked two separate focuses for PassionLip's craft essences, depending on how you want to use her. You can either use her more as a tank, which is how I prefer to use her, or if you want to use her as your main damage dealer in mixed cavalry waves, I provided a couple of options there as well. When it comes to tanking, I've got to recommend Volumen Hydrogyrum. This craft essence is monstrous on Kukulkan Altar, and the same remains true for PassionLip. This gives her 3 instances of invincibility, and also gives her damage plus on top of that. The 3 instances of invincibility are what is really important, because it allows you to pop her taunt early and just completely and utterly absorb the damage, not needing to worry about her defensive options. This might even get you a chance to hold on to her other skills if you are fishing for that 50% attack bonus. Another recommendation I can mention is Cookheart. Cookheart gives you 2 instances of invincibility, but it increases PassionLip's Buster card effectiveness by 10 to 15%. With Buster cards being PassionLip's main source of damage and main card type, this is the best way to increase her overall damage. On the more damaging side of things, I do like Chocolate Angel. Chocolate Angel grants an 8% Buster card effectiveness boost and a 15% to NP gain, these changing to 10 and 20% respectively at max limit break. With PassionLip only having 1 quick card and 1 arts card, we need some way to supplement her overall NP gain, so having a craft essence that does that helps us out quite a bit. And I'd also like to give a mention to Partake from the King. Partake from the King is a very, very powerful craft essence that grants Buster card effectiveness as well as starting NP gauge. I've really loved using this thing on a lot of my Buster effectiveness servants that really need to use their NP soon, but don't have a lot of ways to get to it. PassionLip is no exception. Finding allies for PassionLip was hard. I won't sugarcoat it. This was very, very difficult, but when it came to picking Lip's allies, I chose to focus on those that can give her additional defensive options for her to be your overall main taunting, tanking, healing support. Now, this may require the use of other healing supports to supplement her power, but I think I've gone ahead and picked a couple of pretty good options for everyone's overall team. Let's of course start with the freebies. And our first freebie is Irisfeel. Not only is Irisfeel a cavalry class, which means more often than not she's going to be getting effectiveness just like PassionLip, but she's got some very, very powerful healing options that can help keep PassionLip alive. Song of Grail is a fantastic Noble Phantasm that heals 2,000 to 3,000 HP for all allies and gives them Guts. The Guts is very, very important because if you're able to Guts PassionLip, you can have a chance of popping the additional ability on Trash and Crush. Iris Field's ability to increase her own healing power on top of that means that her 3rd skill and her Noble Phantasm will heal for more than advertised. You knew BB was going to be an excellent pick for PassionLip. It's just written in the stars that she is going to be great to pair with any of her facets of her personality. The main reason we pick BB is because of Domina Cornum rank D. This will not only remove PassionLip's debuffs and restore her HP, but it will also provide her with 1 instance of debuff immunity. And this 1 instance of debuff immunity, well, that can prevent the stun on Trash and Crush. Man, y'all are gonna hate me. Asclepius. Asclepius is so good for pairing with PassionLip. HP recovery, debuff resistance. He can remove all of her debuffs, so she can use Trash and Crush and then just immediately get it cleared with Messenger of the Snake. Plus, he can increase her NP gain and give PassionLip an NP steroid. His Noble Phantasm on top of that provides HP regen, debuff immunity, and guts, so you might get a chance to pop that bonus on PassionLip's 2nd skill. Asclepius gives PassionLip all of the survivability she has desperately wanted, and I refuse to shut up about him until he becomes no longer relevant, and that's not going to happen. Since NA doesn't have Asclepius, I also have to mention Medea Lily. Medea Lily does have that debuff removal tied to not only Painbreaker, but also if PassionLip gets poisoned, well, Poison Resistance A is going to clean that right up. Her Noble Phantasm also has the ability to greatly increase debuff resistance. So this won't give you complete and utter debuff immunity, but if you're willing to risk it a little bit, you might be able to dodge that stun on PassionLip's 3rd skill. I am so glad I get to mention this Berserker, and it is Kijo Koyo. Now, the Ascension you're seeing here is just because I really needed something that allowed me to save room, but please, go look up this Servant's First Ascension. I promise you will not be disappointed. Let's just go ahead and use the First Ascension. Look at that! Delightful, beautiful. Now, the main reason you want to use Kijo Koyo is because she has debuff removal, she has an HP restore as a Berserker, and she also can increase the overcharge on PassionLip's Noble Phantasm by 1. So you're going to heal more HP overall with that. Plus, she deals Berserker damage, so PassionLip can tank, Kijo Koyo can deal damage and heal. Everyone's happy. And finally, of course, shout out to Sirma Yi. Y'all know Merlin's good. Let's just talk about Sirma Yi instead. Sirma Yi, of course, has Volume and Hydra Gyrum. If the CE was good on PassionLip, then the skill is also going to be good on PassionLip. That debuff resist, that NP gauge gain, that invincibility, all of those help PassionLip out a lot. She basically provides PassionLip with everything she wants. She gives her an NP gauge, she gives her an attack boost, she gives her damage cut, a defense boost. Everything Sirma Yi provides is stuff PassionLip can benefit from, which makes Sirma Yi a truly phenomenal supporter. When it came to designing PassionLip's command codes, keeping her alive and trying to find ways to also get around her debuff were my primary concerns, and I think I managed to pick some very good options, especially considering she has a 3 Buster card full deck. To start with, go ahead and consider putting Magus of Flowers on a Buster card. This gives her a flat 10% NP charge off of the Buster card, which she wouldn't be getting otherwise, and will overall help you when it comes to using Brynhilda Romantia. Now, if you're serious about using PassionLip as a mainstay of your team, you've got to use her, she's got to be on all of your teams, then the command code I would pretty much consider required would be Hachio no Kagami. This 4-star command code grants PassionLip 1 instance of stun immunity for the course of 2 turns when attacking using the engraved card. If you slap this on one of her Buster cards, which you're using for damage anyways, well, that can allow you to avoid the stun demerit that's tied to one of her skills. That can be very nice. Damage cut is of course very powerful on PassionLip, so you might want to consider throwing her the command code First Servant if you didn't already give that to Mash. This grants 1 instance of damage cut by 300 for 1 turn when attacking using the engraved card. Yes, this stacks with their other instances of damage cut, so this can help keep PassionLip alive a little longer. And finally, if you're looking to help maximize heals from PassionLip's Noble Phantasm, I've got to recommend Good Wife Wise Fox. This grants PassionLip 50% up to healing received 1 time for the course of 2 turns when attacking using the engraved card. So go ahead and pop this on the turn before, or if you have to, use that card before you use the Noble Phantasm, and Brynhilde Romantia will heal PassionLip for an additional amount. Overall, gang, as a character, I do love PassionLip. Overall, mechanically though, she needs some work. And I'm not talking about completely changing her to be a damage-dealing servant. I like what PassionLip is trying to do. I overall love the concept of what she's trying to do. But they need to go ahead and push her more. The buffs that PassionLip has received have not been enough of a push in the direction to make her the true tank they want to make her. They actually need to go and push in and get crazier with it. Maybe extend the length of PassionLip's target focus. Maybe give her massively reduced damage that she takes for a longer period of time. You know, really buff up that damage cut. Maybe remove the stun attached to Trash and Crush, or give her some sort of insane longer defense bonus from using Trash and Crush. She's a servant that is being pushed in the right direction, but that push overall needs to be more dramatic. You can't be afraid of getting rough with how you're pushing PassionLip. That is, as a character, what she is designed to do. So go ahead and just make her really good at taking all of that damage. That is the kind of character she is. It plays to her character. You can go ahead and maximize that. This is a PvE game anyways. It's not going to matter so much. Overall, love PassionLip as a character. She can do what she needs to do, but needs more of a push for it to truly get realized. But I still like using her. What can you do? But of course, I want to know all of your thoughts, so go ahead and let me know what you think about PassionLip down in the comments section below. Let me know if there's any other characters you pair her with, any other command codes or craft essences you try. And if you're summoning for her recently, well, go ahead and let me know if you pulled her. I would love to celebrate with you. Big thanks, of course, to all of the Patreons. All of you guys are so, so great. Thank you so much for all of your contributions. I appreciate it. If you want to talk some FGO, we've got great conversations always going on in the Discord server, so you can go ahead and join up down there. Don't be afraid to say hi. Everyone there is a friendly bunch. This is Kawaii50, hoping you have a phenomenal day, and I'll see you all in the next video.